King Aldrich rose from his throne, his golden crown glinting in the torchlight. His voice thundered across the chamber, shaking the stained glass windows. "Elara, you speak of love as though it is greater than duty. You dishonor your kingdom, your family, and me." The nobles murmured, some nodding, others fearful of the storm rising before them. Elara stood still, her heart pounding, but her chin lifted high with defiance. "Father," she whispered, "love is not dishonor. A marriage without love is a prison, and I will not live in chains." Her words struck the court like a blade. Cassian stepped forward, his pride demanding vengeance. "If she refuses me, then let her face the consequences of treachery. No woman rejects a prince without cost." The queen gasped, tears filling her eyes, but she dared not speak against her husband or the kingdom's fragile alliance. Adrian's fists clenched. Every fiber in his body urged him to defend Elara, but he knew the weight of the crown's wrath. The king's command was law, and one wrong word could destroy them both. That night, Elara was dragged to the tower's highest chamber, the cold stones echoing with her footsteps. Guards locked the iron door behind her, their faces hardened with duty, though their eyes carried pity. From the narrow window, the moonlight spilled over her tear-stained cheeks as she pressed her palm against the glass, staring into the endless dark sky. She could almost feel Adrian's presence out there, his soul calling to hers. Below, in the silent gardens, Adrian hid among the shadows, his heart aching as he watched her silhouette above. He wanted to climb those walls, to tear open the gates and free her, but he knew it would mean his death. Still, the fire in his chest refused to die. Somewhere deep within, a plan began to form. He could not let her sacrifice everything alone. And Elara, even in the prison of stone and silence, whispered into the night, "Adrian, I will wait, no matter the cost." In the days that followed, whispers spread across the kingdom. The nobles debated her fate, some demanded her punishment, others admired her courage. A few even believed her defiance might awaken the people's hearts. In the dark of the stables, Adrian met secretly with Mira, Elara's loyal maid. Mira's eyes burned with determination as she whispered, "The princess cannot stay locked away forever. There must be a way." Together, they crafted a plan of escape, though every step carried the weight of betrayal against the crown. Mira smuggled letters between Elara and Adrian, each word soaked with love and desperation. But spies lingered everywhere, and Prince Cassian's rage had turned to obsession. He vowed to crush any chance of Adrian and Elara's union, for nothing stung a man of his pride more than rejection. And in the shadows of the castle, danger crept closer with every passing hour. It was cloaked in storm clouds, rain lashing against the stone walls. Mira slipped quietly into Elara's chamber, her hands trembling as she whispered, "It is time." Cloaked in darkness, Elara's heart pounded as she followed her maid through hidden passages carved long ago for kings who feared assassins. At the stable, Adrian waited with a horse ready, his cloak drenched in rain. Their eyes met, love and fear colliding. "Elara," he breathed, reaching for her hand. But just as freedom seemed within reach, torches flared behind them. Guards shouted, steel clashing against stone. Prince Cassian emerged, his fury unmasked, sword gleaming in the storm. "Did you think you could steal her from me?" The rain fell harder, thunder splitting the skies, as the lovers realized their flight for freedom would not come without blood. The clash was brutal. Adrian fought with every ounce of strength, his blade meeting Cassian's in the storm's fury. Elara screamed, torn between fear and determination, her voice lost in the thunder. The guards closed in, but Mira threw herself into their path, buying precious moments. "Go!" she cried. Blood stained the stones as Adrian struck, his arm trembling with exhaustion. But Cassian was relentless, his pride and fury fueling him. At last, a fatal blow struck. Adrian fell to his knees, his lifeblood mixing with the rain. Elara's cry pierced the heavens as she rushed to his side, cradling him in her arms. His eyes, though dimming, found hers with a final spark of love. "Elara, I would choose this fate 1,000 times if it meant loving you." His hand slipped from hers, lifeless. The storm raged as Elara's world shattered. In the aftermath, Elara was dragged back to the castle, broken but unyielding. The nobles watched with sorrow and awe as she walked like a queen, stripped of everything but her dignity. The king declared her confined for life, a punishment worse than death. But whispers spread among the people, carried through markets and villages, of a princess who defied kings for love, of a man who gave his life for freedom of the heart. Elara's name became legend, her sorrow turning into a flame that lit stories for generations. And though she never left her tower again, her voice echoed through time, a reminder that love, once spoken, could never be silenced. A breathtaking royal wedding scene at night, inside a grand palace courtyard. Majestic golden drapes flow from towering white marble pillars, and hundreds of glowing lanterns float in the starry sky, casting a magical golden glow across the scene. The beautiful bride, Elara, walks gracefully in a flowing white silk gown, with a delicate crown of fresh flowers resting on her head, her face glowing with natural elegance. The groom, Adrian, stands in ornate silver and blue royal armor, smiling warmly with deep devotion as he holds her hand. The king and queen, dressed in richly detailed royal robes and golden crowns, stand proudly with joyful tears in their eyes. Mira, the loyal friend, stands beside Elara in a rich crimson gown, her face full of happiness. The courtyard is filled with cheering nobles and joyful commoners, all celebrating together, symbolizing unity between royalty and people. The floor gleams with polished marble, rose petals float through the air, and golden candlelight creates a warm, enchanting atmosphere, making the entire scene feel like a fairy tale masterpiece.